live stream the webinar.
Perfect. Thanks, Ina.
Yeah. Hi, Dick.
Yeah, good to see you, Dick. Let's see. Let's get your mic on here. Let's see. Can we turn the mic on? For some reason, I on my end, I'm not seeing the option anymore, Ina, for some reason. You might have to do it. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, go ahead, Dick. How are you?
Well, I'm good, Rob. How are you doing?
Hey, ready for another 2 days in a row. Ina and I are here. What's going on with you?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm so excited about the um, uh, sales virtual assistant.
Nice.
In yesterday's meeting, it hit me that for all my listings, in the real estate business,
Yeah.
I can create a specific slave for that property. I
Yeah.
can put information on that property and then use it on that property to market, not only to market to sell it, but when I
Yeah.
go into a presentation to make a listing presentation, I can ask my prospect, can other realtors give you a personal assistant who will back me up and answer any questions? And if not, refer them to the go-to guy? No, they can't, but I can. I,
It's
I
great.
love it.
It's great not only for what you're doing, but also for referrals, our Dubb partner stuff, a 30% recurring commission. Hey, other folks on the team, other, people that like, check it out. It's great. It's
Absolutely.
always, yeah. And I think the live interaction, Dick, is like one of the biggest parts of it because when you think about an AI assistant, like an AI sale, when you think about an AI sales assistant in particular, the cool thing about it is in normal customer service, an AI assistant will give you information. Sometimes it could be too much information sometimes, but it wants to be very thorough. The great thing about a sales assistant is it'll give you very pointed information on what you've taught it and then drive something like book a time, collect some information. So it's very much driving towards what your goal is as a salesperson, which I think makes it so effective.
Also, because we can create it with your text, you
Mhm.
can talk. You can just say, "Hey, my name is Susie. I am the go-to guy's virtual assistant just for you on this property.
Yeah.
I'll be happy to work with you. And I got a backup. If I can't answer the question, Mr. Nichols, that's why they call him the go-to guy. He'll get her done for you."
It's perfect. The go-to. If you're known as the go-to,
Yeah.
that's a big thing in life.
Well, I thought about this last night. I dreamt about it. Prometheus
Mhm.
was the person that in mythology that said who discovered fire.
Mhm.
Well, what's good? What good is fire unless you have uses for it and you know how to use it?
Right.
And what Dubb gives us is fire, and we got to figure out how to best use it
Yeah.
in the businesses that we're at. I love it.
Pointed fire. I love it. Statement of the day.
I
Dick,
want to work on wind, fire, and ice.
win fire and closing sales. Win fire
There
and
you
closing
go.
sales. Perfect.
I'll be quiet now.
That's awesome. Dick, thanks as always, man. You're always fantastic to have in here. And thanks for the feedback. We really, really appreciate it. And the kind words, as always. So that's
Yeah.
awesome. Um, Barbara,
Hey,
hi.
Rob.
Oh,
Hi. Um, I sent some questions earlier to through Darius, and I'm wondering if you can access them.
yeah. What do you got? Let's see. What were they? Was it yesterday in the live training?
No, it was this morning.
Oh, got it. Okay.
That's
Ina, let me check. Ina, do we have anything from Barbara in terms of the intercom? Probably, right, Barbara? You put it in the intercom system, the little bubble down the bottom.
I'm
Or
not
did you?
even sure if I put it there. It was sign up for the register, and then it gave me an option to ask questions.
Oh, okay. Because usually right down here, you see my screen? Usually right down here, either at
Uh,
agent or team. You can go human as well, but you can put a question in down here. That's
all right,
you.
well, I can ask them. I just thought if it was already there, would I would save some words. But my first question was, how do I, and Darius showed this before, but I'm still not clear on it.
Sure.
how do I do a generic video and then a personalized one and connect the two?
Yeah, so what you can do, so in other words, if you're reaching out to, say, me, you're like, hey, Rob, what's going on? Good to meet you. And then a video plays after that one that's generic and
Correct.
talk about what you do, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So what you do is over here, I'll share my screen. So depending on how you want to record it, how do you normally record, Barbara? Like phone, webcam, screen? You can do any one of the ones, but what's the one?
Webcam.
Okay. So what you can do is just come in here at the top, open up the webcam, and let's just hit record here really quick, just for a quick example. Hey, Barbara, this is Rob. I wanted to send you this quick personal video. I saw that you're in the industry that you're in, and I have a really interesting proposal for you. It's going to play right after this. Check this out.
Okay.
Anyway, kind of BSing around, but that's yeah, your personal stuff would be in there, and then you just
Okay.
recorded that, and then that saves it in here. I'll just put Barbara in here just to rename it really quick.
Yeah, I like being 24. That's good. Next year.
Yeah,
Next
hey,
year.
we're all aiming for that, right? So here's your video, right? So it's in the video library now. It's saved inside
Okay.
here. And then when you have this video, see, here's the thing. Videos, when I click on this one, over here under presets, see where it says right here,
Mm-hmm.
preset, right? When I click here, that's just the preset that's always attached as a default. So whenever I make a video,
Correct.
that's going to be the one. So if this preset has a playlist in it, we can go right over here under assets and check, say, okay, let's check this out. Let's go to assets. Let's go to presets. And then under here, let's hit the editing button on my preset right here. And let's make sure we have that video. So see right below here, playlist. That's where you would upload that video that we're talking about. That would
Got
be
it.
the not personal. Then you got it in there. So once you save that, and I'll hit just save and close, the output would be this. Once you do that, go back over here, grab that same video, hit details on this page just to confirm. You just scroll down here. Yep, there are my buttons. There's my videos, right? Then just open it up in a little preview window to the right. And your video would be this next one that would play right there.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that was the first question.
Yeah.
So the second one has to do with if I want to use non-Gmail.
Mhm.
Um, I was so confused in how to set up that account.
And you have Outlook, or what do you use for your
No,
email?
I use it's webmail. So
Webmail.
it's not Outlook, it's none of the ones listed, and also go high level. So I have who are now naming themselves high level. How confusing can you get?
Hey, they've already no need to be go. They've already gone. So just
Right, exactly.
problem.
So I need to know how to set those students up.
So what we'll do is, Ina, if you can get either the best video we have on that, or we can book a time with you separately, Barbara, to help
Okay.
you with that. Just because that's a little more just kind of setup stuff. But there are ways, like if you were, just as a quick example, like just take high level, right?
Mhm.
Like let's just say you were in high level right here. Imagine it was high level, not Dubb, right? You can go right up here and say you had like your workflow opened up, like you wanted to drop
Right.
it, send it. What you can do is come up here to the Chrome extension right here. Just click this little button here.
Hold
And
on
then,
one sec. Hold on. Would you do that again? Because you were
yeah,
covering what you were clicking on. If I
yeah,
move
sorry.
this.
Yeah. Can you see it now? So let's pretend this is high level here, right?
Okay.
Up here at the top, when you have the Chrome extension, pinned and up,
Right.
click right there. And then
Okay.
open up this scenario, okay? And then what you can do is come down here for the video that you want to drop in there. Just you can search by name or just scroll. And let's just say
Okay.
it's this one right here, right? Then what you can do is there's a little drop down right here. Let me find it. Hold on one second. Where is it? Let me see if it moved. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on one second. Hold on one momento. Advanced options. Okay, here we go. Click that there, right there. See that advanced options, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you can come down here, optimize for, and if you click that,
For the I remember Rob Darius showing that, but
yeah,
yeah,
then
okay.
it'll pop high level in there, and then you can just hit copy, and then you can paste it wherever you want. So universal copy and paste.
Okay, got it.
So if you want to do that, but that would be the high level one. But we'll send you the or we'll set up a time to work with you, Barbara, on the web.mail that you were talking about, and just give you something.
Yeah, I think that I just joined. Said no way was I going to join another joint venture group, but I did, and the response to my joining has been overwhelming. There's a couple thousand people in the group, and I got about 75 responses. So I definitely want to do this with Dubb. And then I think a lot of those people are going to go, how cool is that? And want to be Dubb people. So
Listen, Barbara, if they want to be Dubb people, you know about Dubb Partners, right?
I do. I'm already signed up.
Perfect, 30%. And then and if you want to too, we always say this, we're big on it too. You know, if you get a group of people together and you know you love it, you're using Dubb, I think it's always good for people when they use Dubb and they use it all the time, like they're actually using it. It makes it so much easier just to talk about it because you're actually doing it, you know? And then if you had a group of people together, let myself or Darius know, and we just come in and pitch, and then you know you get paid.
It is, I mean, I'm having a blast with it. It's really, really fun rather than sitting and writing emails. So one other question. Once you do a video and then it shows up, and if you want to edit it, it then takes some time to load. Is that correct? Is that what I should be seeing?
Yeah, if you record a video and you save it to Dubb, it might be where it'll show up in here. It'll be in your video library. It will be on your phone in your video library or in here, right? But if you click on it and it still says transcoding or loading,
Right.
you might say that there, because if you click the editing tab, it might say still transcoding and you
Right.
can't. So yeah, it's pretty quick typically, but if you see that, yes, it would just take a little bit and you should be good.
Okay, I'm not terribly patient, so that's who I
Hey,
am.
nobody's patient anymore. We're in the scroll society. It's like, let's go. We do that with sales all the time. You got to get the message within 3 seconds, otherwise gone. So yeah, totally.
Exactly. So,
Cool.
and the way I got to you guys was somebody sent me a video,
Perfect. That's very
and
organic.
I went, how cool is that? And here I am. So
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, look, we talk about the percentage, like less than 5% of the world sends videos like that. Like people that usually send videos just drop a YouTube link or they drop a link in there. But the problem is, number one, you don't get the animated GIF. And then number two, a lot of the times the link will take them somewhere where it's not a landing page where they can't see more videos. They can't click on a button to book a time, you know, all that kind of cool stuff. They can't even use the AI sales assistant that we have now. So all that neat stuff.
well, I will share my first big win, which is I met a guy in LA at a conference, and he really was, I want to do your services, blah, blah, blah. And I had been texting him and getting nothing. And he should be a big ticket client. And I was ready to like throw him out with the bathwater, the baby out with the bathwater. And I sent him a Dubb video, and we're meeting tomorrow.
That's wonderful. What a great story. Did you send direct to camera, face to the camera webcam stuff or what?
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. His name is Kenton. Hi, Kenton. And then did a quickie about a new opportunity I just got, and I can only share it with one person, and blah blah blah. So let me know, because this won't last long.
That's amazing. That's so cool. Okay, congrats. That's what it's
Yeah.
all
Well,
about.
let's keep our fingers crossed that tomorrow we close. That's the
Yeah, I'll give you the I don't know if this is going to work in Zoom. Usually, yeah, there we go. Hopefully you'll get
yes, I love
there we go.
it.
Well, awesome
Thank you.
talking to you, Barbara. Thanks for popping in. And yeah, we're going to keep moving around the horn, but always great to have you in here. It's fun to have people on the show.
Thanks.
So, sweet. Let's see, Dan. I saw you had your hand up. How are you, Dan? If you can hear me okay. I'll turn
Uh,
your
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on, Dan? How you doing?
Oh, that's a AI picture of me when I was much younger.
Oh, it's got the
Um,
hairstyle going. It's got everything. Yeah, nice.
yeah, that AI thing is creepy. I kind of look like that, but anyway, I heard Barbara talking about embedding, video in your different emails. So I use this product called Velocity. It's a CRM. It's a CRM for realtors and investors, and I use it. And I noticed in Dubb, and I haven't used it that much yet. I just got it. I'll tell you that I just got it. So I haven't used it much, but I know there are kind of some customizations that you guys do to work in various like very popular emails, right?
Yeah, we have like, well, with you mean by customization just as far as adding the video in, you mean?
Yeah, I just said, like I see like, oh, give me a link for Outlook, give me a link for Gmail. Somewhere in there I saw something like that. And then there's like, also just this generic link. And I've used that. I grabbed that link and dropped it into this Velocity tool, and it seems to work fine. I'm just
Yeah.
wondering, like, is there anything in particular that those pre, or those kind of customized links that you guys provide for the really popular email tools? Is there anything in there that I'm missing by just using a link? Just a generic link?
When you say generic link, let me just show you this really quick. Let me show you this. Ready? So
Sure.
let's just this. Ready? So
Sure.
let's just say here's a video, right? This one here.
Yeah.
You mean this link right here, like share and send,
Yeah.
copy
Yeah.
for email? Yeah. See that would
Yeah. Well, okay. So if you go to copy for email and then you do a drop down there, there's other things there, right? Copy for various emails, I guess.
Yeah, let me see. Hold on.
Let me see here.
Yeah, you got the still thumbnail, copy animated GIF. You can download the GIF, copy HTML
Yeah,
code.
somewhere in there, I thought I saw something that's like, copy for specifically Gmail or copy for specifically other mail. I've looked at a lot of products. Maybe it didn't have that.
Well,
But
typically, usually when you do this, if as long as you hit the copy for email, you're usually pretty good because then you get the GIF right
yeah,
there. So
yeah, it did work and everything. And actually, the guys at Velocity have had a little session they have a weekly session. And I showed it to them and like, oh wow, oh that's pretty cool. That works. You know what? Maybe it was actually on Velocity that had that.
Okay.
Maybe it was for them because it did work. It did work, and it seems to work, well. Again, I haven't done much with it. I bought it maybe a month ago, and I was actually thinking about resubscribing to BombBomb, but this is a completely different product, really.
Yeah, BombBomb's been they've been around forever. Like they were kind of the OGs in the space, and they
Right.
did a really good job. I just think from what we heard for feedback, typically what we hear just in general is usually because we can do a better price, and we have more features that end up getting better results. Like just even with the mobile app, just being able to have a teleprompter, being able to do picture in picture. Our desktop app is unbelievable. So there's just a lot of stuff you actually do the side by side along with this every day, our live training. So
plus, I didn't realize that you have a CRM, and I guess there are things you can start adding to this to really build it out. I have a great CRM that I use for my investment business.
Yep.
So I didn't want to use the CRM piece, but like yesterday, I said, oh, connect to Google, and dumped in 350 contacts, email contacts. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I can kind of use that and, use this almost like, I hate to have multiple CRMs, but seems like this one's really easy to use.
Just upload your contacts with a CSV. You can do tags, deals, all that kind of stuff. So it's really just the reason people sometimes stay with their high level or follow-up boss or HubSpot or Salesforce, whatever it is because typically they've been using it for a number of years and they have everything in there. So it's just convenient, which is why we do the integrations. You can drop the video in there. But for people that don't have it or just want to kind of get rid of the whole tech stack thing and just kind of consolidate into one area, you can totally do that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a really robust product. Initially, I was like, geez, it's kind of expensive. And then I kind of dug into it and I'm like, wow, this has a lot of other things. So I know that some of the other things in the product you have to pay for, right?
Well, right now, are you on Pro or what are you on? What plan are you on?
How would I see that?
You know what? I can actually check a little bit later. Actually, and if you don't mind checking just for Dan. Most people go with Pro. Pro Plus is our automation stuff we do. But it's usually Pro or Pro Plus. But The stuff that with Sia, the sales assistant we added, we don't really have pricing on that yet because we gotta figure that end out. But no, if you're paying for your plans, you're good. I know with Ira, there's the token stuff, but we take care of that on the back end, I believe. So, yeah, I mean, if you're in Pro and you want to add automations and not go full Pro Plus, there's an add-on price for that. I think it's 60 or 80 bucks a month. I'd have to check, but if you go Pro Plus and you're doing automations, it's the full price for the package. So if you're on Pro,
Yeah.
most people go with Pro typically.
Where are you guys based?
We're world based. I'm here. Ruben and I are here in Los Angeles. And then Darius up in Sacramento. We got a team. Ina's over in the Philippines. We got kind of people everywhere.
Oh, okay. That's everybody today, right?
Yeah, I mean, gone are the days of welcome to my Marblehead office because you can just
Yeah.
save so much in overhead, and I
Yeah.
think it really opened up everybody's eyes to, wow, like you can actually do this. This is great. It's convenient too. So even people that knew Zoom before are like Zoom experts now. So yeah.
Yeah. So if I'm an investor, I get probate lists, I market to probates to see if they're interested in selling their property either to me or just I can list them a realtor as well.
Yeah.
Is there anything like in particular in this product you think would be really beneficial for me? I did hear Barbara say, you can create a video and then put a video in front of it. And then I saw you just, you add that video on that page where, the main video plays and then you have a couple underneath it that play.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about that, like how could is there a way to customize the main video with that person's name without, having a second video, but that seems impossible.
You can look, it's all about kind of what you want to do. If you're sending me a personal video, it's always nice to have a video play after that talks about what you do, because you mentioned probate, right? So you do probate and then you've got the other real estate stuff you do. So that kind of split there. Probate's one,
Yeah.
right? So what you can
Yep.
do is, this is an example, you can do this. So if you have this video here, see how this drop down little preset means customized landing page. See how it says this one here I have, right? So when I open this up in a new window, here's this page, okay? So there's the video that plays after the personal one that I've made, the buttons below. But what you can do is under presets, see how there's different presets in here for different things that we do, right? So when you think about preset and a customized landing page, think about your audience. So what you can do is have one for the real estate stuff you do, could be for buyers, sellers, right? And then you could have your probate page. So when you attach a probate preset, it's going to change on this page the videos that you have, and maybe it even changes the buttons below. Maybe it's a different call to action.
Yeah, could that also change the text underneath those things?
Yeah, you can change it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can,
So
yeah,
that's in the what you call it, a pre.
yeah, this is the listing right here. Presets are just
Preset.
our term for customized landing pages. That's all they are. So presets and this call to action are the buttons below the video. So it's just deciding about when you look at this page, it would have your branding, your video, videos that play after. The whole point of the playlist is so you don't have to repeat yourself 10,000 times. If you're reaching out to me about probate, you can say something about me and you something really quick and personal, and then it runs into the next video where you make it like 90 seconds talking about probate. If it's about buyers, sellers, the whole idea is to create these pages related to the audience that you're talking to, that segment of your audience. So if you did probate and you did buyers and sellers, you'd have a page for, did it again. You have a page for probate, you have a page for buyers and a page for sellers. And these landing pages, it feels like you're speaking to me. Like if I was in probate, maybe you have an image behind here that's more probate related. For selling, maybe it says a little selling sign and image you load behind here, behind the video player. So it just feels like you're talking right to me, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, let me ask you this. If I had a completely different business, could I have a preset for that too?
So what you can do is this. So a lot of the times, see the signature line down here, right here?
Yeah.
If that other business was under the same umbrella, say it was Rob Bots Inc. But it was like one was like kids parties for clown balloons, kids party stuff. Another was construction or whatever. As long as it's under the same umbrella of the same name, yes. If not, and it's completely different with different contact info, different stuff, then it would be a separate Dubb account. But we could give you a discount on that if you wanted to add another one.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just curious. So I can kind of tweak these presets. One is leaning more toward buying probate properties, and one is could be more toward, listing real estate properties, for regular retail real estate.
That's right. And that way it's
Okay.
just more tailored. It works better. You can feel like that person's like, yep, that's exactly what I wanted to see. So we find that works pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I think
Yeah.
the product is super robust, and I just haven't dug into it yet. I've just been buried in other stuff, but it's nice. It's really a nice tool. I was looking at different things. The BombBomb I had before with KV Core at EXP is their database, which sucks.
Yeah.
And I really never used the BombBomb. I had a lot of problems with it, but it had nowhere near the integration that this product has. This is a good product.
No, we appreciate it. The team's done a great job building this stuff out. I think, and the training as well. So this is here every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. PST. The recording for this, when it's done, will be on our YouTube support. So we
Okay.
always put it there. We're going to put it within our Facebook group as well. And then have you gotten your optimization set up yet, Dan? Have you met with the team and gotten your pages set up?
I haven't, but you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to see what you guys had for recorded trainings for all the different parts of the tool and just run through those myself before I kind of
Definitely
talk
go
with
to YouTube
somebody.
support. Go to YouTube support. There's a bunch of them on there. You'll see your thumbnail with usually me starting it like this, or Darius is in there, and then you'll be able to go through. And it typically what we'll cover is this one's a little bit different, just because we had a few people in, we're kind of talking. Usually we start with kind of the full thing, where we'll say, okay, here's how you record, customize, send, all that kind of cool stuff. There are other past trainings in there, like if you look at the ones from last week, where if you see me in there and Darius, we typically run through the whole thing just as an overview. Sometimes we do specific stuff like this.
Okay, but are there videos? Is there like a training section in this dashboard I have where I can just go
Yeah.
to all of your training videos, or are they just on YouTube?
No, YouTube's great, but you can always go here though if you want. Go inside dashboard, and then you can do one of two things. Let me hit the thing here. You can either A, go down the bottom, see a little chat bot down here. You can just put a phrase in here like, hey, Chrome extension, desktop app. And typically these articles will have videos as well that'll have training on this stuff. But you can also go up here to Dubb Academy right here. And this will give you a nice full page of videos on things.
Oh yeah, like watch videos. That's kind of what I'm looking for.
Yep. So that'll be right there, Dubb Academy right there.
Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, it's good. Nice job with the product.
Yeah, we appreciate it, Dan. Thanks. We like I said, the team does a great job with it. We just try to make it as convenient as possible. Sometimes, tech can be, hey, it's a lot of stuff, but if you just take use case by use case, for instance, in real estate, putting a face to the name, great for the webcam. Property walkthroughs, use the mobile app, use the picture in picture. Market updates, do a screen recording where you're the bubble in there. So all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's really, really great. I'm using that link, the 360 link 2 and the link 1 camera at 1080 seems to gives you the best resolution and natural flow. 720 is okay too, but yeah, it comes through really nicely. And I just need to go through those training videos because I don't think I realize all the hooks that the product has. So I want to. I want to get those
piece by piece. So if you come in here tomorrow, Ina and I are here again tomorrow, and then Darius is back on Thursday. But we'll run through the basics, and you'll be able to see it. It's so funny. Look at my screen. Whenever I do this stuff, it always shows this stuff. It's so funny. Anyway, yeah. Well, thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Nice job.
Yeah, good to meet you.
You too.
Let me pop in here real quick. Today's a little bit different structure-wise, but it's cool. We're switching it up. Let me see. Let's see. I think did Samla had to leave. Ina, did you see that from Samla? We might have to just get back to her on that one about Mailer Lite.
Yeah, we'll reach out to her.
She's super sweet. She does a great job with her videos. Jai, what's going on? Good to see you, as always. Jai dropping the information in here. Dan, Jai had a message for you in the chat. Let's see.
Yeah, I saw that. I'd like to touch base with the guy and have a quick conversation if he's around.
Yeah, Jai's amazing.
Offline.
Yeah, Jai's great.
Yeah, I'll find him online.
And then see Bill. Bill's here as always. Great, always to have you in here, Bill. All right. So let's just cover some basic stuff in here, just real quick on this stuff so we can see what we're looking at. All right, so I always find that over the years, like when you're making these videos, this one right here, this is the style I kind of like to show. So these are kind of things that have worked well. So this is an example of a video I recorded on the webcam. I used a virtual background behind me. And the whole point of this was so Sarah, who I was sending the video to, can have some context. Like she knows this video is going to be about her. It's kind of like a movie trailer. It doesn't give it away, but it's interesting. She knows the video is about her. So, and then all I did was add a little bit of movement, a little hand wave, a little point to bring the animated GIF to life. So when you record these Dubb videos, the first 3 seconds are going to be a repeating animated GIF. Technically, you could edit the video and bring a different portion of it forward to make that the case. But it's convenient when you know when you hit record, it's going to be a repeat of the first 3 seconds. So you don't waste a lot of time. You're ready, and there it is. So when I click on this, the whole point is Sarah sees it. She clicks on it like we just saw. Customized landing page called a preset, branding, videos, buttons to take an action, all that great stuff. Now, another style that works really good is this one right here when you're recording with the webcam. So all I did here was I grabbed the phone and I used the Dubb mobile app, and there's a little whiteboard feature on there. So what you can do is the name is really good. It's always been good for the years, through the years. Real estate, maybe it's a property address someone's interested in. Bizbo, question mark, bad idea, good idea. You know, all that kind of stuff. And whatever industry it is, maybe it's a short, punchy statement. Like if you're in recruiting, still hiring? Do this one thing, exclamation point. Have you done this one thing, question mark? So all that kind of stuff about placement of it, bring it up in a frame, and what's that punchy phrase that you have right there that makes a difference? So if I wanted to replicate what that is, I can go right in here in the dashboard, right up here at the top, click the red camera icon. There it is. And then if I want to have our virtual background that you saw behind me, I'm going to go down here, click virtual background, and then I go to your photos. And then, let's see, I can upload into this area any screenshots that I have. I click upload, and there's a bunch of stuff in here. So we know profiles work really well. Also, articles work great. Companies' websites. Like I go to a company's website with the industry that you're in, say, hey, this is Rob. I saw your Who We Are section here. I want to talk to you a little bit about that. And what will the GIF be? Me waving, pointing at the title back there, or the information that's over my shoulder, so the person has context and it's interesting for that person. Like if I was in solar and I sent them something like this and it was behind me, I could just tilt my camera a little bit like this and say, hey, listen, did you see these numbers? Hey, listen, do you see these numbers above right there? And that big number above, something like that. So it's just about context. People's profiles, websites, articles. You know, in real estate, you could send someone a property update. Hey, check this out right here. All that kind of good stuff. Now, if you don't want to use the virtual background and you want to do the phone that you saw earlier, you grab the Dubb mobile app, and this is the button that you would press. So here's the mobile app, and it's a little button right up at the top, that square button right there. So tap that right there, and that opens up a typing area. And that's all I did before was I just typed the name, and you can add an emoji if you want to, whatever you want to add in there. Maybe you don't want to do that. And then just turn your phone, and it will turn to the side and do one of those. Make it interesting. Now, on this recording here, on the basic webcam recorder, we have a teleprompter, and we have a teleprompter across all the tech. If you haven't used a teleprompter, really good for being specific with your messaging, because maybe there are numbers that you don't want to memorize. So you can have it in a script in front of you. Maybe there's phrasing that you want to get right. Maybe you're on a team and you want to keep that same cohesiveness in the sales message. Why not have a teleprompter in front of you? So I'm going to click right up in here. It's going to go there. I can create a new script, or I can search for a script that I already have saved. So in this case, I can grab this one right here. There's my test script. It's going to pop down. Now I have an internal camera in here on the laptop. So my arm distance is about this. I think this is pretty good. My eye line is right here at the top. I'm going to let the words flow up into my eye line. Now, if you have a situation where you have a webcam, an external webcam that maybe it's higher up, because I've seen these before, or maybe it's off to the side, and your teleprompter can't be close visually to where that is. Like in other words, if it's up there or something, I would just lean into the fact that you have notes. I don't think anybody really cares. I mean, you could say, I could be looking up here and saying, or looking here, but my notes are down here and say, so, you know, housing market today is blah, 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 and then come back down. I don't think anybody really cares about that, as long as you lean into what the situation is. But if you do have one where it's closest to the camera, keep your eye line right up here. This is what it would look like. So here's the speed, 177. You can adjust this up or down. This one works for me. You can hit the play button. See how it goes. I would always give it a read through first. You don't want to be surprised by the words. Just give it a once over. You can back the text off, or you can zoom it in.
Rob, all right. That's what I was just going to ask, how you adjust the font size. I see it now. Okay, thank you.
Yep. And then some people like it like this, but the problem is if you go too much like this, then your eyes start going like this. So it's kind of nice to kind of keep it probably about there, but it depends on the person. And then when you hit record, the little menu is going to pop up here, and this is what it would look like. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. Now, what you can do there too is little hand movement, little pause, whatever your natural style is. Once you do it a couple times, you get used to it and won't even seem like you're reading at all. You can pause the recording down here. You can click it again to resume. You can also hit the red X if you want to delete. It'll always ask you, are you sure? And then if you want to save this into Dubb, just click the blue check mark and that'll save it into the platform. And if you want to close it, just click this button right here. So this is really good for face to the name kind of stuff, especially when you're first making videos as well. This is a nice, simple way to do it. You can do it with no background. You can have the virtual background. You can use the phone. A lot of different styles that you can switch up to get people to want to click on it, which makes a difference.
What about green screen?
What's that?
Green screen?
Yeah, you can do. It's funny at the office. A couple weeks ago, Ruben and I were making some YouTube content, and there's a wall in the office. I'm in the corner, so I'm actually in a corner, but there's a flat surface wall in the office, and it's close to the color of this. And we have an editor on the team that does this. He has like a everything, right? But he was able to do something really cool for a video without a green screen. But again, it was in Premiere. The editor was working on it. So for something like this, if you have a flat wall, you have good lighting. You can keep your hands in here. Don't go too far out because they start disappearing the more you go out. I always say use T-Rex arms. Keep them right in here. Do one of these deals. Use your shoulders as your guideline. Then I think you're good. But if you have a green screen, if you pop a green screen behind, you could do that. You could also technically be in Zoom because a lot of people love the Zoom virtual backgrounds because they're very, spend millions on those things. You could technically be in Zoom, use the desktop app to record it, which is pretty easy. And then you just have it in Dubb. Or you can just download the video in there. So there's a lot of options we have workarounds. But when I do the virtual background, I think for stuff like this, if you click virtual background and you come in here, I'm gonna grab this one. Not bad. Just as long as you stay in here. Like I have 2 ring lights here. I think the more light, the better. But if you start going like this, that's when you're fading into the soup. So you gotta just stay right in here, do one of these deals. If that makes sense.
Okay. Thank you.
And then, all right, cool. So let's look at screen recording. So let's just say you wanted to share a website with somebody, whether it was a market update here, or maybe you wanted to reach out on LinkedIn. Maybe you wanted to reach out to someone like our good old buddy Ruben here. So anything browser-based. This could be a website, a company website, anything within the browser. Chrome extension is really good for being a bubble on the screen to show someone, you're taking someone through a story. So if I wanted to do that, Chrome extension is right up here. I'm going to click this here. It's going to open up and I am going to be on the page. There I am. And things you want to think about when you use the Chrome extension. Think about what the page looks like. So when I check out this page here, okay, a lot of bold text. All right, I'm just checking it out. At the top, I've got my little house here and I have a big square at the top here. So I don't want to be a circle because it really doesn't match the page. And I have the ability to change my webcam stuff. So you know what I'm gonna do? I could go rectangle, I could go phone, but nope, I'm gonna go square. Now I'm gonna take this square and I'm gonna adjust the size. How big do I want to get? I'm gonna say probably about that right there. And then I'm gonna move myself where it makes the most sense. So I'm gonna put myself right inside this little square here. And now when someone sees the animated GIF, hey, this is Rob, they're gonna see me waving. I can even point towards the article, but my square shape matches the feel of the page. And I'm in a different location, an interesting location. So just stuff to think about when you share these pages. Make sure you're not blocking information. Make sure you got a good shape to you that matches the feel of the page, and then put yourself in a cool spot. The reason we say that is because we've just gotten good feedback over the years from that. Like, hey, that was interesting. Like you can put yourself in cool spots that people visually will think is interesting. So that's just from that part of it. Now, this. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. So basically you're creating a video of a screenshot. Is that what you're doing?
Of a web page. So I'm on a website. So what you can do is pull up anything browser-based. This is all, the Chrome extension is great for screen sharing with website stuff, browser-based, because that's what it is right up here. So you can reach out on LinkedIn. You can do this market update. Anything you want to share browser-based. That makes sense?
So you could do just a quick video with you in the center of it there and go to this web page, scroll through it, just say, hey, well, I want you to take a minute and check out this article and then put the link to that article in your video, something like that.
So what happens is you record this video, and then like we saw before, remember when we recorded and we popped it in the email and it showed the GIF?
Yeah.
So we record this video, and when we save it into Dubb and you share it in an email, the GIF is going to be one of these deals that repeats, and they see the actual page and you on it. I'll show you what it looks like when we send it, but it's going to be this right here is what you'd see. It'll make sense.
Okay.
It'll make sense when I drop it in there because
So it'll just be the GIF of you, not the whole page.
no, the whole page. It's gonna
Oh.
this section of it. It'll show me in the square, and you'll see this part of it here. See what's shown on the browser? That's what
Yeah.
it'll show. You'll see that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. That's what makes it neat because you're like, hey,
Yeah.
check this out, and you're waving, and it's the article, and you're in a cool spot that can see the title of the article, all that good stuff. And
Yeah.
you'll see
That's what I mean. This product does so much more than BombBomb.
Yeah, no, we appreciate it.
I'm not trying to dump on BombBomb. I'm just saying it's a great product.
No, we really appreciate it. Like I said, the team, Darius and Ruben, they did a great job, and Ina and everybody putting it all together. So it's awesome.
Yeah, and it works all the time, which is even better.
Hey, I'm knocking on wood that you just said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. So this is pretty cool. This function within here, you can zoom yourself in, or you can back yourself off. Maybe you want to make a dramatic statement, or you can just maybe you don't like your background. You can just zoom yourself in. But if you don't like your background, you come over here and just add a virtual background. Click virtual, and then just go in here and then just choose the one you want. I'll just pick this one here, and there's your virtual background that you have within there. So it's an option if you want it. You don't have to have it. I kind of like my light behind me here, so I'm going to go none. And then also, if I want to, over here to the right, I can just use it if I want to. So here's my headshot. So if I don't want to be on camera, I can absolutely do that. I can even just not use the webcam and just share a page that I want to share. But I think the thing is, when you're first meeting someone, it's really great to be live here instead of like a picture or no picture at all. If you know the client already, then you can do whatever you want. But it's always nice to have that first impression with it being live. The other thing you have too is an annotation tool over here to the left that I'm going to show you in a minute. You can use the teleprompter. We have this one here as well. So if you want to go in here, look for your script like we did before. And then this one's a little different. You can actually grab the sides and do one of these deals like this.
Does that scroll as you say the words?
Yeah.
Or just scroll automatically?
No, it rolls as you say the word. No, well, this one, you don't have to say the words. It'll be an auto scroll. So we'll always scroll automatically. So, and you can test the speed here as far as if you like it or not. You can adjust it up or down between 1 and 10. So when you hit record, it will start moving like that at the speed.
Okay.
Yep. And then to use this teleprompter, because this is browser based, when I hit record, I need to leave just a little bit of space at the top so I can tap this thing and bring it forward. If I don't leave any space up here and I go full screen on my browser, or I just move it and cover it, I won't be able to get to it. So you need to leave a little bit of space to tap it to bring it forward with the Chrome. And then you also have options here. You have screen, tab, and camera. If I click camera, that's like going full screen on the webcam. If I go screen, that means if I was to hit record, I'll get all of my open tabs above and the screen of my whole browser. I'll get the whole thing. The advantage to that is you can take someone on a little journey. So I could begin on this page, say, hey, listen, welcome to the market update. You know what? I want to show you some other properties. Check this out. And then I could click on one of the tabs above and the recording will follow me over to that tab. So if you have them organized, you can take someone on a little trip and then bring them back because it'll get the whole thing. Now, if you don't want to do that, just click tab only, and it will be a nice clean cut of this page. It won't matter the tabs you have opened at the top. It will only be this web page that you're on. So it'll be nice and clean. So that's what that would look like here. Now, if I take this over here and I go to LinkedIn, just as another example, I open up the Chrome, same deal. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be a square because Ruben's in a circle. So I'm going to pop myself into a circle. I'm going to change my size, go just like this. And now I'm going to show you what this thing looks like in action. I'm going to hit record. I'm going to choose my tab. There it is, the LinkedIn one. And I'm going to hit record, and this is kind of what it would be like. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. I saw your profile over here on LinkedIn, and I wanted to send you this quick video because I noticed some very interesting things within your profile that I want to chat with you about. So all I did there was mindful of this. That's going to be my GIF. It's going to make it interesting. He sees his profile, his background. And then I can do one of two things to make myself bigger. I can either scroll over the circle and tap this button right there, and then I tap it again down here at the bottom on the menu bar, and it brings me back. Or I can go to the bottom of the screen where there's a square down here where it says webcam expand on or off. Boom, click that. Now I'm full screen. Click it again, and I'm back. So when you're making these screen videos, whether it's LinkedIn or whatever the page is, whenever you want to make a point about something, why not go full screen? Make the point and then go back. It's a kind of dynamic way to kind of go back and forth. You can also physically move around. You want to keep talking and scrolling. You can pause the recording down at the bottom on the menu bar, stop the recording. Because sometimes people want to just say stuff and they want to stop and they want to move, which I totally get it. And then you can hit. You can also use the annotation tool, which is really great. So it's over here to the left. So you can do a lot of arrows. Hey, Ruben, you wrote a book. Fantastic. You can do some text on screen. You can do some circles. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can do numbers. And all of this stuff, the annotation tool stuff, will stay sticky where you left it. So you can scroll and it's not going to stalk you down the page, which is really nice. So that's the Chrome. So when you're thinking about doing browser-based sharing, websites, all this kind of stuff, reaching out on LinkedIn, this is a great way to do it. And then I'm going to hit the check mark down the bottom. It's going to save this video into Dubb. And now I'm going to show you the desktop app, which is similar to this, but it's another screen recorder we have, which is amazing in terms of just its functionality. So desktop app right up here at the top, little D symbol up here. You'll get that little menu bar, or you can go right down here. I'll show you at the bottom here. Let me show you. Hold on. Or you can go to the bottom and get the menu, which is right here. And this is your desktop menu. There's a lot of stuff you can do in here, but we're going to look at screen recorder. So I'm going to click this here. And now I'm going to show you the similarities. So we just saw the Chrome. Similarities between desktop and Chrome. You have the bubble. You can zoom yourself in, change shape, all the stuff you just saw. You can do a virtual background. You also have the annotation tool, and you have the teleprompter. So all that's similar. Now, some of the differences. So see this red slash through this right here? If I was to hit record right now, I'd be getting my entire desktop. But if I get rid of the red slash, now I have a drop down, and this says custom. So what this is I can move this thing wherever I want to. I can also crop. So if I have a document or a Canvas slide or part of a website I want to get, or even part of my desktop screen, I have the ability to crop around anything I want to crop around. And as long as I'm inside the square here, you can see me in there. I can also go here, go 16 by 9 for YouTube. I can even do 9 by 16 for social media. This is a really cool one. So if you don't want to be on your phone, you can just crunch your internet browser or whatever you want on the screen, crunch it, go this style, this orientation, portrait. And now you've done a social video for Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, all that good stuff. Now, also, when I hit record here, here's another difference. So when I hit record, I'm actually, let me do that first. Hold on, let me hit record. Okay, watch. So here we go. I'm hitting record, and now I'm recording a video. And just like before, I can pause and resume this video, which is totally normal. But the difference here is when I click the check mark, I'm not saving it into Dubb. What's happening is I've just recorded a physical clip. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. The Chrome extension is one video you pause and resume. So with this, there's some cool advantages. I can click this little button that says drag and drop videos, right? I can click here. It brings me right to where I am inside here. I'm going to grab a video from my computer, and now I just dropped it in there. And I can physically move this around too. So I don't have to record chronologically. You can do the end first, the middle, whatever you want, because you can move these clips. And you can also download or delete each individual clip as well if you want to do that. Now, if I want to keep recording, I'm going to click record screen below. It's going to bring me right back to where it was. I'm going to hit record again. And now I'm just building this out. I'm recording another clip as I'm doing here. I'm going to hit save. There's the clip that's recorded. Now I have 3 clips. I can also click record webcam below here. So maybe I want this to be my opening. I click record here, or it could be my ending or my middle, whatever I want. Hey, this is Rob. Listen, thanks for watching this video. One of those kinds of deals. Hit the check mark. And now I can move this to the front if I want to. So a lot of options here with this. And then when I'm done, I would click done recording. It's going to merge our clips together into one video. I can do a quick little edit down here. I can download the video to my computer, and I can upload the finished one into Dubb. So Chrome extension, one video you pause on desktop app, click record. Now there's another feature that we have here, which is pretty awesome. This is one that I actually use quite a bit. So I'll show you this one here. All right, so let's say we're back over here on this page. And we know, like we just saw, if I go to the Chrome, Hey, we know that I can be on the page, I can record a video. We know that. We also know that I can do the desktop app. Like we just saw, I click record screen, I'm on the screen. In both examples, I'm live in the bubble here. But what if I want to play a pre-recorded video? Not be live, pre-recorded. Could be pre-recorded of me, could be pre-recorded of somebody else. The point is, it could be pre-recorded. That's going to be what the desktop app narrator video function is. So here's the desktop app menu. I'm going to click narrator video. It's going to take me to my video library. I'm going to put narrator in because that's what I have them saved as. And these are videos that I've recorded direct to webcam with a teleprompter. And then I click down here. I'm going to choose this one. I'm going to go with this video right here. I'm going to select it. Now I'm on the screen. I'm going to change my shape. I'm going to move myself over here, just like we did before. And this is a pre-recorded version of me. I'm going to put myself right here. And now when I hit record, all I have to do is just relax and scroll while the pre-recorded version of me does all the work.
Hi there. I saw you were checking out some properties in the area and wanted to send you this market update so you can make the best decision possible.
And then I can hit pause, stop the recording, hit resume.
As you can see, there is a ton.
So if you feel like where you don't want to do two things at once and you don't want to multitask, you could always just do a pre-recorded video of you delivering the content, and then you can just relax and scroll. So it's a really nice thing to be able to use. So, and then the last one I'm going to show you here, this is actually a lot of fun. The mobile app is really, really good. So let me share my screen. And this is similar to the desktop app that you just saw in terms of clip recording. So this is what this would look like right here. Okay. So there is the mobile app. Yes, I do trust. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, so here's the home area of the mobile app. To record a video, I'm going to tap the blue camera icon at the bottom. It's going to open up my camera. Now you're going to see some timers down the bottom. It's defaulted for 1 minute. You can't go beyond 10, 2, 30 seconds, 15 seconds. These are down here just because you might have some specific designation of how long you want the video to be. You can do that. And then to record, I'm going to tap the video down the bottom, and then or I can hold and release if you want to. So let me show you that. I'm going to hit record. Now you can see the timer up here at the top, and you can see the timer at the bottom. I'm going to tap it again. There's the clip that I've just recorded. So just like the desktop app, this is a clip recorder. And this clip has been automatically saved to my phone. So I have it in the photo video area. I'm going to tap again. Now I'm recording again. Right up here, right at the bottom. There's the second clip. Now, just like the desktop app, I can physically move these. I can take my finger, tap one here, and slide it. So I can move them wherever I want to. I can also delete a clip by tapping the little X at the bottom, or I can tap a clip here, hit delete, I can trim, and if I select edit, I have the ability to add a whole library of royalty-free music if you want to add it. You can even do a voiceover. So a lot of times people in real estate, if they're doing a property walkthrough and it's super loud, just go out to the car and do the voiceover. You can also do text on screen. You can speed up the action if you want to. All these little editing functions right from within each clip. Now, if I want to flip my camera around, show what's in front of me, this right here. If I want to use a countdown timer, right here. So this is a case where I can do 3 seconds or 10 seconds. I'm going to tap 3 seconds, hit record. 3, 2, 1. Do one of those deals. Now you can use the 10-second one. 10-second one we've used a bit. We have a wireless mic we use for our content stuff. So you can set your phone up a little further away, but you have good sound, but you can do the 10-second countdown if you want to do that. We also have our teleprompter right here to the right. So if you tap this one here, this one's really good. So if you can go right up in here, find the script that you're looking for. I'm going to select, let's go this one. Here's my speed, auto scroll, just like all the other teleprompters you've seen, between 1 and 10. I'm going to choose my speed. I can test the speed by hitting the play button right here. See if I like it. And then I also can edit right here if I want to make some changes. Sometimes you're reading a script, you're like, you know what, I forgot to add something. You can click the pencil icon, make your changes, save it. And then when you hit record, you're going to let the words flow up, just like we talked about before. Now, if you find that your eyes are cheating and they're looking down, you're not keeping them up here, what you can do is use the guardrails to the right and just slide it up. So now it does not matter if you look down because there are no words down there. So you can't cheat and look down. You got to keep your eyes up here. And if you don't, you're not doing that, you don't have to worry about it. There's a little gear icon here to the left. Sorry, Android users, it's coming for Android. I don't know exact date, but it's coming. iPhone people, you'll be happy. You can click this right here. And there's auto scroll and auto track. Auto scroll is what it's on right now for the speed, but you can switch it to auto track. If you do, then when you hit record, it's going to highlight the words as I'm reading them like this. Dubb's features are designed to help your team grow and succeed. Collaborate, manage large teams, and maintain consistency across your content. So that's called auto track, and it's right here, and you can select it just like that. When you're done with the teleprompter, just tap the X and it's closed. If you want to add a video to down here, so say there's a video on your phone. Remember with the desktop app, how we could grab a video from our computer and add it? If you have one on your phone, just go to the folder button here, select the video from your photo video area, and it will drop it right down into here. And then you can move it wherever you want to move it. If you want to record your screen, it's this button right here, similar when you swipe down and hit record on your phone. We have filters right here. These are kind of more fun things to do. You can do skin smoothing, black and white. You can do different colorization here. You can do some crazy stuff right here if you want to do that. Halloween's coming up, you could do some stuff. Anyways, kind of more fun stuff right over here to the right. This one right here, picture in picture, really good for real estate. Other industries too, if you want to show what's in front of you and be on the screen, cool. But a lot of real estate people like using this because when you click this and you hit record, now you're on the screen talking about what you're talking about. Hey, check out these blinds right here. Or something like that. Make yourself bigger. Listen, I'm going to show you this living room. Check this out. And you can move yourself around wherever you want to move yourself like that. So it's a pretty big advantage. Instead of just flipping the camera around, why not be picture in picture? And then the last one down here is the virtual background. So like we opened up today with the training, how I opened up recording on my webcam and I had the virtual background behind me. You can do the same thing here. So on your phone, you can screen grab properties, articles, industry-related articles, companies' websites, people's profiles, LinkedIn even. And then when you save it on your phone, click here, pull up the photo, and then when you have it, click record. Hey, this is Rob. I saw your profile over here on LinkedIn and want to send you this quick message. Hey, listen, I saw you were checking out this property. Let me talk to you about this. Whatever is related, like we talked about before, context and then talking about it like that. And then when you're done and you want to combine all of these clips into one video, you're going to tap the blue button here at the top, and then there'll be a button to save the final video to your phone and then upload the other one into Dubb. So, and those are really the really dynamic ways to record. I mean, it's really amazing stuff the team put together. Now, when you have a video that you've recorded, and we kind of talked about this a little bit earlier, when you save a video into Dubb, it's going to take you to a page that looks just like this. This is the video creation page, the edit page. So you saved it into Dubb, it'll take you here. You can change the title right up here at the top. You can preview this by clicking the button all the way to the right. It'll open up in a new window. We talked about this earlier. This is your preset, your customized landing page, your branding, playlists that are going to play after the video you've created, and the buttons. Now the buttons down here, they can do a bunch of stuff. They can book a time, they can go to another website, they can download a document, they can you can put the email button below. A lot of stuff that you can do with your buttons. Just decide what's the most important, leave that to the left, and then go in order of left to right. Now, if you're trying to get video testimonials, this reply with video button is pretty great. So what you can do is send a video like this to one of your happy clients. Hey, Ina, this is Rob. Thanks so much for using Dubb. We appreciate your business. It would mean the world to us if we could get a video testimonial from you. All you have to do is click the reply with video button below. You don't have to download anything. Just allow camera and mic access, put your email in, and let me know. What have you enjoyed about Dubb so far? So whatever questions you normally ask your clients, you can ask them in the video. And instead of meeting in Zoom and having to have it edited, they can just send you this video back, and then you can put it right here in your playlist. And this has been the combo that's worked well over the years. Personal video for someone, followed by a 60 to 90-second video that you just made one time about what you do, and then followed by a testimonial. And that's really what it's all about. So back on this page, like we talked about earlier, this is your preset list. Think about your audience. If you're in real estate, buyers and sellers, if you work with them. If you're in recruitment, you do employers and candidates, have one for both. If you're in coaching and consulting, different industry ones, maybe you have an enterprise and you have a small business, all things like that within each audience, within every segment within the audience is what a preset is really good for. And a preset's also really good for an action. You know, maybe you're having a live event. Maybe it's a webinar. You can make a preset for it. Hey, listen, come to our webinar, click below to to register for the webinar. So lots of functionality with that. So when you get on a paid plan with Dubb, kind of like I referenced earlier, you would meet one of our team members in Zoom. It's called an optimization setup. If you are on a paid plan, you haven't had that done yet, just use the little intercom bubble on the home area page at the bottom and say, I'd like my setup. and our team will meet you in Zoom and help you set up the pages, the buttons, all that good stuff. And then when you save a video in here, obviously you have an editing tab. You can do an edit down here. There's always a nice undo button, which is great. But if you mess up on the editing, just before you save it, download the original. It's always up here at the top, and just do that first before you hit save. And then you can replace the video if you need to, as far as if you messed up on the editing. Also, too, you can do this, analytics. So we have this little coach here called Kyra, little digital coach. When you make these videos, it's going to give you feedback. Are you being repetitive? Are you using filler words? How's your persuasiveness? All this cool stuff you can do right in here. And also the tracking. So when you send these videos out, you have the ability, it says no activity yet because we haven't sent it anywhere. But you have the ability, if you go to the drop down, and you can uncheck the ones you don't want. CTA clicks are great. Page views, video views, who's watching the video? When did they watch it? Also, what was their watch rate? Was it 0, 100, 10, 15, 70? So whatever that is, that really gives you a chance to smartly follow up with the person and say, hey, Ina, listen, thanks for watching that video. I know you saw about half of it. You learned about this. That's great. Let me talk to you a little bit about what you missed. So those are really ways to kind of smartly follow up using the tech. So you recorded the video. You got it on a landing page, which is great. You get everything you need. Now you want to send it out. So like this is just some best practices. When you're going to email someone, it's always nice to have the word video in the subject line. It's the first thing someone reads, and it's rare to see that in subject lines, actually. You don't see it that much. So that's good to have in there. Also, some text above. Just doesn't have to be, it could be a little paragraph if you wanted to. It doesn't, I wouldn't just write a huge thing because then it's going to push the GIF down, and the whole point is to have them watch the video. Now, to add this in here, there's a couple ways. If you're using Gmail or Outlook 365, there's a little button down here at the bottom, the direct integration we have. So when you have the Chrome extension logged in and pinned and all that good stuff, you can click this button here, and then you can scroll through your video library down over here to the right that you're seeing me scroll through. You can also search, click advanced options, put the email of the person you're sending it to. You can drop some personalization text if you want to as well. And then just click add in, insert video, and it'll pop it right in there. That's one way to do it with the direct integration. The other way is back over here on the creation page, just click share and send, put the email in right here, and then I'll just add the personalization in right here so you can see it. Click copy for email, and then just come right back over here and just do a copy and paste. And that's what somebody will see right like that. And that's what you want them to see. Now, if you're over here on LinkedIn, I would connect with someone first before you send a video, because if you try to send a video with a connection request, it's only going to show up as a link. You won't get that nice animated GIF. So once you're connected, click message, and then you get the little D symbol down here at the bottom, which will show up right there. Same kind of functionality. Click that button, I can drop it in. But the point is, when you put it in here and you're connected, you get that nice animated GIF. And this is really what you want them to see. Their profile with that circle on there. That's the whole point of doing it. And like we mentioned before, if you have a CRM that you like or a third-party sender, if it's MailChimp or Constant Contact or HubSpot or Salesforce, whatever it is, we have a whole list of companies in here that we integrate with. Dubb is a CRM like we talked about before. You can upload your contacts, tags, deals, all that good stuff. You can do bulk sends within Dubb as well, email and SMS. The automation part of it that we mentioned earlier, that's part of our Pro Plus plan. That's automated workflows. So this is something that Darius teaches where you have some kind of campaign go out. There's a time delay of some sort in between messages that go out. And you can also add triggers to it if someone takes an action. If they clicked on a CTA, great, they're taken down a different direction. Maybe they viewed the page, maybe they watched the video. So you can have all these different automations set up dependent upon what their action is. You also can, from within the Dubb dashboard here, access our AI writing tool. It's called Ira, right here in the middle of the dashboard. So if you have used like a ChatGPT or something like that, we have our version of it in here. So the cool thing about this is we created this little profile section. So it says basic and sales. You can create a number of these. But the whole point of this is it learns about you and your particular outreach. So how we had presets for our landing pages, right? Like, again, the simplest bit, if I'm in real estate, buyers and sellers, how we had a preset for buyers, preset for sellers. Same thing here. You can do basically the profiles for the segment of the audience that you're reaching out to. So when you click create profile, it's going to ask you some questions. Profession, target audience, unique selling proposition, all these different things here. So it's learning about you in this outreach. You can also decide on what your preferred tone of communication is when you write this stuff. And you can also decide to use the charm method if you want to, which is a structure to the writing, which talks about capturing their interest, highlighting the problem, addressing the solution, reinforce the social proof, motivate to take action. So when I go to use Ira here, I can choose a prompt like we're all used to now. We're in a prompt world. And then I can come in here and say this on why video is so much better than text-based. And then all I have to do is choose my length, hit submit. And Ira is going to take into account everything I just taught it. So imagine captivating your prospects with a message that truly resonates. Great, that's a nice opening. What about the problem? The problem is with text-based messaging is it often lacks the personal touch needed to engage and convert. All right, what's the solution? Video messaging, however, is a dynamic and authentic way to connect, bringing your personality and value proposition to life. All right, but what about some social proof? Talk to me about that. You'll see an increase in sales by 30 to 300% with actionable and trackable video messages. All right, but what about people? What are they saying about it? We have hundreds of our client success stories and hundreds of positive testimonials prove the effectiveness of our approach. Well, what do I do now? What do I do to take an action? Book a time in my calendar or send me a video reply. Now down here at the bottom, if you want to have, you have some options down here, which are pretty neat. I can preview with a voice, so I can have it read back to me if I want to.
Imagine captivating your prospects with a message that truly resonates.
I can also copy this to my clipboard, put it into a document if I want to. I can also import this directly to scripts, which is right over here under assets, right here. And this is the workflow that we use a lot. So we'll come up with an idea, we'll put it into Ira, we'll take that, save it to scripts, and then we'll load it into a teleprompter and we'll record the video. So it's a pretty seamless kind of a workflow that you can make up for yourself where it's pretty efficient. You can also import this to a voice video. This specific example would be if you didn't want to be on camera and you didn't want to use your voice either. So what you can do is you can upload a photo off here to the right. Mine's just my headshot, but you can choose whatever photo you'd like. And then you come down here, there's your script, choose an AI voice. And when I hit preview, you're going to see this little waveform action come across the screen. So if I was to send this video out to someone, it would be the photo and this waveform repeating as the GIF. This is what it would look like.
Imagine captivating your prospects with a message that truly resonates.
So I think, the person's better, but if you wanted to do that, and maybe you just had a cold or something, you didn't want to be on camera, you have a little option to send something that's a little bit better than just that text-based message. You can also import this to a full-on avatar video if you wanted to. You can click here, it'll bring it right over here. We have a whole library of avatars down here that you can choose from. You can also create your own if you want to. Click here. And then your script is here. Choose a voice, preview the voice, create the video. It does take a little time to create Ava here as far as this, but once it's created, you can download the asset. You can either use it in email campaigns. Hey, this is Ava. Rob would love to talk to you. Click below. Or you can use Ava in screen videos where she can walk someone through something. So what we saw earlier, remember back over here how we used Dubb narrator? Remember the pre-recorded version of me on the page here? You can do the same thing with Ava. So I can go to the Dubb menu, click narrator video. It'll bring me to my video library again. And then I just come in here. There it is. But this time I'm going to select Ava down here, right there. And now Ava can be on the screen. And when I hit record, she can walk someone through something like this.
Hi there. I saw you were checking out some properties in the area and wanted to.
So same kind of deal there. You can do that. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is this. So we recently did this great webinar where the team came up with an AI sales assistant called Sia. So if we take a video, first let's look over here to the assets. See where it says sales assistants? It has its own area now. So you can click this thing. And I have a bunch of them in here. And what I did was I set up a sales assistant below my video. So if we want to see what this looks like in action before I show you how to set it up, this is what this looks like. So let's go to our video library. Let's select this video right here that we did. And let's go below here, details. And I'm going to change, I'm going to go down here, right here. Where is it? Sales assistant right here. See where it says sales assistant? I'm going to go in here and just put Sia in. There it is. Grab it here. It's going to save it. Now, when I open this up in a new window, see how this is open here to the right? Chat with AI assistant. I still have my call to action buttons below, my videos, everything. But now I have an actual AI sales assistant right here, ready to go. Now, how did I get to this point where you see this over here? Back over here, under Assets, Sales Assistants, I created a sales assistant, okay? I clicked the blue button and I created them. I have a few of them here. But if we look at the edit button, when we look at what this is, how did the AI learn about what I'm selling? I had to include resource links when I was teaching the AI. So what I did was I included the Dubb website, then I included the help center, support center. I included the review link, marketplace, testimonials, case studies, all this stuff in here. So these are resource links helping the AI learn about what you're selling. Now it's only one deep, so it doesn't go, if I clicked on dubb.com, I can't start clicking on links in there and going deeper. So the reason we have the different pages here is because it learns about what's on that page. That's what it learns about. And then below here, you can create FAQs that automatically show up. Like, what are the top, you can do up to 20 of these. What are the top questions and answers that people ask? You can always have those pre-populated. And then below here, what's the desired CTA? Well, I want someone to book a time with me. Great. That's what the sales assistant will push for. Do you want to collect information? You know, maybe they got this video, but you didn't have their email. Maybe you texted it to them. Maybe they got it through a social media link. So you can collect information as well. Now, once this is done, and we're over here, like we saw on this page here, right? Where is it? Right here. Right here. Where is it at? Right here. I'm going to take this and put this in an incognito link so I can show you the interaction. Here we go. Here's the page. So say I landed on here, I get sent this. Wow, okay, what do I do? Oh, you know, I have some questions. All right, I see some FAQs. What is Dubb? I'm going to click on that. And then C is going to tell me, hey, Dubb is a video sales system, let you record, share. Could you please provide your email address so I can assist you further? So I want to get their email. That was a choice that I made, that I wanted to collect that info. You know, I have another question. How can I feel more comfortable on camera? Good three bullet pointed list. It's not too long. It gets right to the point. And again, it asks, can I get your email? Or whatever you're driving towards. Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Whatever you decide for that AI sales assistant to push for. And I can also type in questions as well. So that's SIA. That's something that has been really, really neat to have, because when you educate it, it's below that video there, and it can really help you push towards the CTA that you want, whether it's booking a time, whatever you need. Okay, so let's pop over here real quick into the chat. Let's see what we have in here. Okay, I see some. Here we go. Okay, Bill. Bill, are you still here, Bill? Hey, Bill. Good to see you as always. Let's see. Can you send me the video? I see the cross texting in here. Thanks as always, Bill, for the dropping the knowledge, as you always
You were
do.
talking, so I figured I'd jump in.
Bill, you're the man. Let's see. Okay. Anything else from anybody before we go? We're a little bit past the top of the hour, probably 10 past. Anything from anybody before we head out?
Darius, one of the people, I think, Darius, sorry, Rob.
Yeah.
What I think, and maybe you can show them real quick,
Mhm.
because what they were asking was about sending out the emails, and I forget Barbara said, is it sent through Dubb? Like, you know, when you want to send out like 300 emails, that was the question.
Mhm.
How do you do it? And I think you can only send out 200. Like, I use Gmails. I think it's $2.99 a month,
Yeah.
and I can send out 300. But I was trying to explain that you set it up in Dubb, but the emails go out in Gmail. You know, you can probably show them in 2 minutes how that works.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I know there are limits on each one. If you can just show, or if we have their article we can throw in there for Barbara about the setup with that, just as far as the limits, because I know Gmail is different than Outlook, like you were saying, Bill. So yeah.
Oh, let me ask you something while I'm at it, Rob.
Yeah.
You have this thing on the website, and
Mhm.
it's about, I forget what you call it, but it's, you can help people with Dubb. You know, you have this, I forget what you call it. So anyway, I
Is
filled
it
out all the paper.
optimization?
Well, say again?
The optimization calls? Is that what you're referring to?
No, it's like to help people.
This right here, Bill. This right here, down here, bottom right, right here. Can you see that, Bill, on the
Yeah, I
screen?
can see it.
Is that what you're talking about down here?
No. You have a little test that you take. I forget what you call it. It's
Like a certification thing, like to get
yeah,
certified.
yeah. Okay, thank you. So I filled out. I never heard anything. So does that mean I failed?
Funny.
Just-
We'll
just-
check the results, Bill, and get back to you. I'll check the results.
Okay. All right, it was
That's
weeks
funny.
ago. It was a long time ago, so you might not have it.
You know, Darius is the professor, so he probably still has it on his desk. I have to ask him.
Yeah, he's probably very, he's got a baby now. You know what happens.
I know that's all of a sudden there's a lot of stuff going on. So no, that's cool. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, Dubb certification. That's right. Dubb cert. I think that's what we call
Yeah.
it.
And also to answer the question about the email sending, we highly recommend if you're gonna use like Gmail or Outlook, make sure that the emails are warmed up, meaning you have been
That's
using
cool.
the emails from a lot of from time already, a lot of time already. There's been replies, emails coming in, and then like it's really warmed up, and because of that, you can increase the capacity of your email to send emails, like bulk emails. But we don't recommend like going to 500 because that's totally a lot, and it might affect your emails and domains reputation already. So I sent the support articles in the support article in the chat, how to create and manage the email and SMS campaign. So you might want to check that out. Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks, Tina. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good. You're awesome as always. Anybody before we go? We're 15 past the hour. Anything? Last chance. Anybody? If not, Ina and I will be back tomorrow, and then Darius will be back on Thursday as always. So, oh, Jai, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I just saw you message in there. What's up, Jai? Jai, can you hear me? Okay. Last chance. Anybody? That's funny. You heard me echoing. If not,
Hey Rob, I want to chime in on that Dubb certification thing, because I hate to say it, Bob, I think you may have failed, because I know my son, he took it about a while ago. He got a message right back where he was certified, and then when I took it, I didn't get anything back, and according to Darius, he said I didn't do too good. I'm like, so wait, you trying to tell my kid passed? And he got his little certification thing. I don't know if that's automated or what, Rob. Maybe you can like me on that, because I thought I would be certified. But
Jai, you know Dubb pretty damn well.
I don't know it like that, because I failed, I guess. I didn't, because some of the questions was hard.
Wow. Did you get like a different test? I don't know.
It was the same one. It was like on like a Google Doc thing. Yeah, like a Google form.
You sure it wasn't Dubb Juniors? Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to check that out. If we even
No, it was like to be the next Darius. It was hard.
Oh, God.
You're right. It was.
It was hard, man, and somehow Kyan passed it. By the way, his birthday was yesterday too. So
that's because you got a little
the
genius.
results.
So he rubbed that in my face. When you gonna get certified? I'm like, and every time he does it, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go back. And
He's gonna print it out and just walk around with it all the time. Say, Dad, look.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He got something for it, and that's why I wanted Bob to know too. Maybe he didn't pass that, because Kyan got his right back. So I don't know if it was automated or what, man. But I know when I did it right after that, I didn't hear nothing. So.
No, Jai, you're old, Jai. We're old.
Yeah, I know. I am. I totally am. But that test was hard. It was hard. There was some questions I'm like, I don't know what that means. I don't.
Testing is harder the older we get, but yeah. No, I'll check with Professor Santos.
Yeah, tell me at least give me an honorary certificate. I feel better.
That's funny.
On my logo, on the bottom of my email signature. Kanye has his on the bottom of his. Certified Dubb partner. I'm like, Irk?
Yeah, you're like, hey, I'm questioning the legitimacy of the cert.
Yes, I am. I really am.
Right. All right, the complaint has been thrown in. Okay, I am questioning. A flag has been thrown. It's football.
That's right. A flag.
That's right. That's funny. Cool. Well, I'll check. Yeah, in a little while. I'm going to ask. I haven't heard about Dubb cert in a while. Sweet. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming in today, and I guess we'll see a lot of you again tomorrow. Ina, thanks for your help as always, and bye, everybody. Let's see.
All right, Rob. Thank you.
You're welcome. Lasers. Come on. Where are the lasers? Let's do the lasers.
I don't see no lasers, man. I don't see nothing.